Taxi! Taxi! Take me to the garden and hit the music.
Come on! Go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, I can't hear you! Go New York, go New York, go! Say what? Go New York, go New York, go! Hustling hard,
What is up, you clowns? We are back with another episode of Story Time with Fish. Uncle Fish. My uncle, your uncle, everybody's uncle. Please welcome the one and only Jonathan Fishner. How's it going, bud?
How you doing, pal?
Pretty good. I forgot to introduce myself. That's how rusty I am. I am the marathon continues.
You used my real name, so I got to be careful what I say today. I don't know if we've done that before. Have we done that before?
I am just so rusty today, bro.
It's all right.
Just
it's fine.
Full rust. It's like the beginning of the game. Game one.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a long layoff. Exactly. That's right.
You know.
I want to start off by saying, like, obviously, we're talking at a very a time for the Knicks. Like, we don't want to jinx anything. We don't, right? Like,
that is correct.
You know, like, obviously, we're not done here, but it is, you know, it's an unfamiliar position for us, I think.
What a special moment.
It's a special moment. I feel weird. I feel weird. Like, it's like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Right. And the flow of this has been, I mean, they're just so, I gave up hope, you know, at the low point of that Hawks series. I really was like, none of them can come back, basically, except for a few. And everything has been different since then. But I want to talk for a minute about, like, you know, I would say in some ways the peak of our fandom, like almost from the ages of when we were 16 to the ages of when we were 36. So since the Knicks last made the finals, and I think it's safe, you know, I don't think the Cavs have any answers. The coach is talking about we won. The math is telling us we're winning these games. I mean, that guy is not coaching in the NBA next year. He can show himself out.
It's embarrassing.
They have no answers. I mean, putting Max Strus on Jalen Brunson is not going to solve any of your problems. But I did a little research. The Knicks averaged, since the Knicks last made the finals, from the time they made the finals in the 99 season until Leon Rose showed up, they won an average. This is 20 seasons. We go from 17 years old, 18 years old to 20 years later. They won 33 games per year. They finished under 500 17 times. And 2 of the years they finished above 500 were the first 2. So, like, the next year they won 50, the next year when they won 48. And so if you take those years out, I don't even know what we're talking about. These are the prime years of our Knicks fandom.
Yeah.
The last time the Knicks made the finals, I watched, short story, I watched them clinch against the Indiana Pacers in a laundromat after my 5-year elementary school reunion.
First of all, who's having an elementary school reunion? One.
It's not that.
2.
Yeah, it was exactly. Just think about that. What is happening? And that was, you know, probably, you know, Allen Houston, you know, they finally sort of slay the Pacers dragon. But just think about how long it's been. How many hours do you think we wasted in that period?
See, but it's not a waste. See, that I know what you're saying, because nobody can quite understand this feeling. You described it as weird, and I would second that. I also am in this strange, like, sort of like smirking place in my life where, you know, most of the time I'm sort of smirking and nobody understands why. And it really is completely associated with this team. And I don't think that you can fully understand this weirdness unless you've gone through the suffering that you're talking about, all of the losses and the losing.
The fighting about guys who suck. I was thinking about some of the names. Alonzo Trier. Do you remember him?
Oh.
Like, people were like, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's not good. Like, pinning whole seasons of hope on Aaron Aflalo.
Oh, God, that I remember.
I lost more than one friendship over David Lee and my feelings about him. And this is how we lived. Even Carmelo Anthony was, a false prophet, a fake god.
I think it turned out that he was a false prophet, but I also think like he's obviously not as good as Jalen Brunson is. He wasn't
No.
at that time. But what I can tell you is, if he had been given, and I'm a stan, but if he had been given a better situation, like if you put him with Leon Rose, maybe he's in a different.
I think
maybe they have a different situation.
I think that's fair. So I have I have two, one hilarious moment, I think, and one real low point in my life as a Knicks fan.
Fantastic.
All right. So the first one, you might remember, I had a blog in the blog era,
do.
the Knicks blog,
The Real King Fish,
where the name comes from. Something I really enjoyed. Really started leading up to the decision, right? Like started during the LeBron decision. And the last thing I wrote, as I recall it, was that I was supportive of them drafting Kristaps Porzingis. So we are talking about dog days, right?
Sure.
I think the first thing I wrote was I thought they were going to get Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. They did not get Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade.
No,
they did
no chance. Not even close.
So during that period, I went to a McDonald's, like some type of Knicks related event at a McDonald's.
Mickey D's.
And I knew that Steve Novak was going to be there. It was like I left my job at a corporate law firm. I went down with a tape recorder that I borrowed from work, and I saw fit to approach Steve Novak at a McDonald's, like while there's like all these kids around and balloons and things like that. And he's just like minding his own business. He's like on the end of the bench for the Knicks. And I saw fit to ask him what his answer was to the people who said he wasn't going to be able to get his shot off in the playoffs.
Oh, like, I know about this. I know about this photo. Like, I knew about the photo.
Yes.
But I don't know if it was completely like you had everything to do with it. Like, I don't think I realized. I thought maybe there was some sort of official capacity in which you got this.
I was so proud of myself for doing this. And he gave me a great answer. I thought I was
He's really charismatic.
I thought I was doing hard-hitting journalism. I was like, I'm going to get this guy on the record.
What did he say?
He basically said, time will tell. It was like November.
Right.
Like,
what an interesting time to ask that.
Yeah, I was all over it. I missed my calling. I did that. So I don't know. I think about that a lot. His brother, I could tell, wanted to punch me.
Sure, I can only imagine. Yeah. What a weird thing to do.
It was a weird thing to do. November. It was a weird thing to do. Also, around that time, I was moonlighting, writing for free articles for Gothamist that they didn't like, but I loved, and they mostly ran them anyway.
That's nice.
I went to watch a Knicks game. Sorry, I didn't go to watch the Knicks game. They set me up to interview or meet Wally Serbiak and Alan Hahn.
Oh.
Do you remember they used to have a studio across the street from the Garden? They tore the building down in the hotel. Mm-hmm. I went there. It was before the game. They couldn't have been nicer. I interviewed them. I recorded it. It was very nice. I thought that they were like ready to let me stay and watch the game with them. Like, it really felt like they weren't going to kick me out until Al Trautwig showed up. And he made very clear that I needed to get the fuck out of there immediately.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I heard, this is part of my, so like when I hear the name Al Trautwig, I knew that he was a dick. But I didn't know if I heard that from you or if I got it from Handel. Is there also a Handel story?
Yeah, we went to a game, and this is a good segue. We went to a game. It all runs together. We went to a game once when we were sitting in the top. I don't think the Knicks were particularly good. And as we were going up, like Al Trautwig was coming down. You know how they used to film Al Trautwig, rest in peace, we should say.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? Best supporting actor nominee for Cool Runnings. Didn't win, unfortunately. MSG Network legend, Al Trautwig. But
seemed like a nice man on television. Really does.
Seemed genial on television. So he was basically like, hit the fucking bricks, kid. You're not going to hang out here. You're a fake journalist.
Crazy, dog.
But then, so we were going up, to our seats, drunk, no doubt. Al was coming down. Remember, he used to film that little thing, like he'd be all the way up in the top.
Yep.
Talking about the game.
That what's his name does now. I wonder if he's a dick too. Francesa, right? What's the guy's name?
Well, Mike Francesa is a dick, but it's not.
No, that's right. But it's the little guy who's funny, who does the same thing. He like sits in the really anyway. Sorry.
I don't mess with pregame, postgame, halftime. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like in any sport, pretty much. So Handel bumped into him. We should have Handel on to tell his own story. And I don't remember exactly what happened, but Al Trautwig really just told it. Basically, was like, "Fuck off."
That's so ridiculous. What makes him better than us as humans?
Mike?
Why? No, this guy, Al Trautwig.
Nothing.
Piece of garbage.
He's nothing without us. He's dead. You got to be.
Yeah, sorry, it would be nice.
Yeah. So the last story. Well, wait, hang on. Okay, so dog days, and this is I think before. So this is really in the peak. College era. After college, I remember I used to get these emails every season. We're talking about like in college, I wasn't even watching the Knicks.
Right.
Like. They were so bad. It was like peak Isaiah.
And you couldn't then. It wasn't like you really like couldn't do that like from far away. You couldn't.
I was close. I could. I had great thing.
Could you do it?
Oh yeah. At Lehigh, you would get. It was actually nice. You'd get the New York and Pennsylvania and Philadelphia affiliates, so you could watch the Knicks and the Sixers. You could watch the Eagles and the Giants. It was nice. And the Sixers were good. Like it was Iverson. Post finals Iverson. So definitely watched a lot of that. I work with a guy, as an aside, who as a child, quite young, the first game as a 7 or 8-year-old that he went to was the Malice at the Palace. And I think about it every day.
What a wonderful introduction to the game of basketball.
Great sport. Sometimes the players just fucking kick the shit out of the fans. Like, you never know.
Jump in the stands.
Yeah.
You never know. Sometimes they jump in the stands.
All right, so I used to get these emails, and it would be like, the stretch of NBA basketball, like February, March, April, post All-Star, and it would be like $20 seats in the what's the top 400, 300, 400
in the Garden.
I'm rich now, so I don't even know how high it goes. I only fuck with the 200 if I'm feeling like saving a few bucks. So anyway, It would be $20 to sit in the top. It would be like Knicks, Hawks, Knicks, Grizzlies, Knicks, Bobcats. I mean, these are teams that don't even exist
anymore.
It would be $20 for the 400. I think it's 400 and $40 for the 300 level. And we used to go. Like you were there, I'm sure. Like we would, buy 8 tickets. Like it didn't cost anything, and we would go to the bar before, go to the bar after. Blarney Cove, Blarney Stone. I remember once we went, and I think I was with Sean, and someone was doing magic. Like these two guys were like doing magic and predicting like our thoughts. It was anyway, but that's not the story.
Did he?
We all went to this.
Yeah,
it did. Definitely. Sean definitely paid. God knows I didn't pay, and I collected every dollar on the tickets pre-Venmo. How were people giving me the money? I don't know. Cash.
I remember you used to really, assert yourself in this situation. I remember that.
Yeah. So we, I had to get my money to pay money. So we would go to these games, and I remember once I have a recollection of the Knicks playing the Bobcats with Adam Morrison, and like Adam Morrison. I tried to find the games before this. I couldn't find them. Like beating the Knicks. I remember like leaving a game that then went into overtime, being at Flannery's when David Lee tipped the ball in. Like we left the game, went to, because we couldn't, God knows we couldn't stay at the Garden an extra 5 minutes. And then we see a game-winning shot. But what I remember distinctly was a little bit later, 07, 08, 09, whenever I was in law school, went to one of these games. I think I alluded to this. And we went out, we got drunk, we had a good time. It's a really nice time. And I went to go to school the next day, law school. And I was going to the Barnes & Noble. There used to be a Barnes & Noble like textbook store. It was like the original Barnes & Noble on Fifth Avenue. And I shit my pants on the way there. Yeah. And I wasn't sure. I still went to the textbook place and bought a study guide. I had like an obsessive, I developed like an obsessive compulsive, like thing about buying study guides. I didn't use them. I just buy them.
Just have them, just
Yeah.
in case.
So I still had to buy my study guide. Like that was very important to me. But I had already had the accident. I went to school. I went into the bathroom, confirmed my suspicions,
Confirmed.
and I went home.
Well, can't you just free ball the rest of the day? You just take you wipe your butt, you take the underwear, you throw it out, and then you just free ball the rest of the day. You good? No, does it be glued to your pants?
I don't know. It just didn't. It
like, how serious are we talking here?
It wasn't that. It wasn't like a Willits level. Sorry, Mike Pillets level incident.
Michael Phillips
level incident. But it was. So that's the kind of life we've lived, though.
Yeah.
I'm like you like the Knicks were a joke, and people would talk to you about the Knicks, and they would like feel sorry for you. They would just be like, "You're fucking crazy." Like fans of other teams would be like, "I like the Knicks." That's one that always
right.
Right.
Like I'm rooting for y'all.
I can root for my team and your team. Yeah, I get a lot of that, right? And it's like, please don't do that. Please don't. Like, you're not threatened by us at all. And now they're out here embarrassing people. Like,
so I don't know. I mean, what could the record be? How far off of the record could they be for playoff wins in a row? Because what do you need to win the
well, I don't think 16? Anyone has ever gone undefeated, right?
16-0. Nobody's done 16-0.
I don't think anyone's gone undefeated. There were a lot of years that it was a 5-game series in the first round, so you're going to lose a game a lot there, right? The Kobe Shaq Lakers, I believe, only lost the game with the Iverson step over. I don't think they lost another game. So they would have won.
That's 12 in a row.
11 or 12. Because
the step over.
That was game one. They had that's like the quintessential your layoff is too long game.
Right.
So yeah, no, I mean all timer. An all timer. Like one of the most. Although I keep bringing that up at work, and I work with people who they're too young and they don't remember. Even like it's like.
Some of that stuff is really upsetting for me as well.
It's very upsetting. I was like, I don't know, layoff's too long. You remember the Iverson step over game, and they'd look at me like, what?
Who's Allen Iverson?
Yeah, basically. Allen Iverson is so old that there's that dude Acuff that dresses like him. Nobody even bothered to make the comparison because it's just like too long ago. It wouldn't resonate. It's very upsetting.
I can give you something about. I think this sort of embodies how I feel about the Knicks and this weirdness. There was, I think it was 2 years ago, the Liberty. The New York Liberty.
Oh yeah.
They won the championship.
Yep.
And I didn't know. I knew they were in the playoffs. I didn't know, and it was like I think it was probably it was a weekday morning, and I remember that they played, and I watched the highlights. I was just watching the YouTube highlights.
Mm-hmm.
And as it's getting to the end of the game, I literally start to cry. I start crying, and I can remember how I felt. I'm like, this is that weirdness. This is like what
I don't. And you're aware they don't play at the Garden anymore, right? Like you're aware of that.
I'm aware. I'm aware of all of it.
Can I say something? And it's just coming to me now. If the Knicks win the championship, the Nets should move to Seattle.
Yeah, get the
what are the Nets doing in this place? Like they will. This has been an unbelievable failure.
You can go back to Jersey.
It's not far enough. It's not far enough. Seattle is
just
perfect.
Out trout with them. Just get
what are we doing? I've always said if the Nets won the championship, the back page of the Post would have the something about the Knicks plans for the draft, and they'd put the Nets championship up at the top banner thing, other stories that are covered in this newspaper.
Oh my god!
But the Nets should just pack it in. What are they going to do?
Do they have? Was this the year they had all the draft picks and did none of them pan out?
That was last year. Yeah, they took 5 first-round draft picks last year. None of them have achieved any type of notoriety. There's a European guy that some people like.
That's terrible.
Yeah, they should just give up. The Liberty, when the Liberty play, the neighborhood's buzzing. People are there. The Liberty can stay. Let's give the Liberty the good
let's
shot.
go.
Let's have some more
Let's cry,
concerts.
weeping tears of joy as
Yeah,
we
like
win the
think
championship.
about. Can we have some more concerts? Can we, literally anything.
But
That's
can I get a little
sadness.
something from you? A little analysis.
Of the
Which
Knicks?
team
Yeah.
would you, let's say, no jinx
Oh,
allowed,
God.
but about, God, earmuffs, God.
Yeah.
If you had to choose who they get
Yeah.
in the next round, who would it be and why?
Honestly, after what I saw last night, I think I'd rather play the Thunder.
Interesting.
Like I do worry about the Knicks handling the blitz that the guards on San Antonio could bring. Like I think that they have had some look, what they're dealing with, like something is going on with. I think something's wrong with Donovan Mitchell. Like,
he's hurt.
Think it's
very
like
obvious.
Just the consistency with which he can play.
See, this to me, hold on. Let me just insert this. This to me is the most bitch thing you can do. If you're hurt, sit out. If you're not, if you're hurt and you want to play, don't limp around whimpering like insinuating that you're injured. I get
fair.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm trying not to get too judgy because I do like him.
I mean, think I didn't want them on our team someday.
Well, once they had Brunson, I did not want them to add him. I'm glad they didn't. Right. Yeah. But there were times I would have taken him. I like to watch him. I think he's not perfect, but very few players are. But I do think there's something wrong. And people are like, well, he did this one play. It's like, well, the consistency of it isn't there. I mean, this team is there. They will let go of the rope. I think. I don't see any hope.
There was a layup. There was a layup at the end, and I think Ben referenced it. There was an end of the game layup. I think there was over 2 minutes left. Like both the starting squads were still on, and Brunson was dribbling it up.
Yes,
and then he got into the.
They just let him have it.
Just what? I was like, wait, there's not 10 seconds left, guys.
Yeah, they just let him.
3 minutes left.
I agree. They're done. The coach.
I was like, what?
I wouldn't surprise me if Atkins. I was like the way he was taking it, I was like, this guy's gonna wake up dead.
We won. He's not. We're winning. I don't know.
That is one of the crazier things I've ever seen a coach say in a press conference. That is get me a one-way ticket out of here. I liked him. I mean, he was, I'm sure people know this. He was Jeremy Lin's coach, personal coach during Linsanity. I wanted the Knicks to hire him at one of those junctures. I can't remember which one. He ended up with the Nets job. Blah blah blah.
This one was bad. What he was saying was bad.
They have no answers. They don't have. There's really not any levers for him to pull.
Do you think it would have been as easy to beat Detroit? Do you think they would have had?
No.
To me, I think they would have had a much more difficult time beating Detroit.
I agree. And so to your point, I think that especially with Jalen Williams' health and all of that, I just think it's at this moment based on I could see that blitz. You know how it gets with it's Brunson and then Castle chasing him around and all that craziness, just the intensity and the activity and the physicality of those guards on San Antonio, they make me very nervous.
But I'll give you this. I watched the Knicks putter out the last 2 years. And it was due to lack of energy, right? They completely just ran out of juice.
Yeah.
This year, you watch how Jalen Brunson can execute the end of that game one in Cleveland. Correct. It's due to, this leftover energy. They're much more prepared to deal with something like that than they have been. Once they got to Indiana, they didn't have any more juice. There was no more juice left.
They are finally doing the little things, not having Brunson bring the ball up sometimes. You know what I mean? All these little tiny
just let the other guy
things
and then throw it to Cat. And there might be a possession where he doesn't touch it even.
Go give Clarkson. I had company. I don't want to go into the details. I usually watch these games alone. And I just had somebody with me that was talking too much. And he was like, what do you think of Jordan Clarkson? And I was like, Jordan Clarkson. I was like, I like Jordan Clarkson. I think it's cool that he's reinvented himself He's not the player I thought he was going to be when he joined the Knicks, but like he's giving them time. He's like, I thought Jordan Clarkson played way too much in the last game, like all his minutes. Jordan Clarkson played 7 minutes. Okay? He's the 8th guy on the Knicks, the 9th guy on the Knicks. Like, but the point is, like, sometimes and this is what Tibbs didn't do. It's like, yeah, you play the 8th, 9th guy 7 minutes because there's a big difference between 38 and 34 for whoever, and they're doing all those little things, and it's great. All right, before we're out of time, I spent some time also. This is a little bit incomplete. You can help me a little bit.
Okay.
I wanted to really start like saying who on our team, among our friends is who on the Knicks. Okay. And I only really settled on 2.
Ooh, okay.
So first, there's no Jalen Brunson, like, because there's no number 1 guy in this group. Let's just start with that. Okay. Where everybody's great.
Sure.
Okay. But no. So I got you 2. All right. And you can tell me what you think. Okay. The first one is that, and he's gonna hate this, but I think Sean is Mikal Bridges. And I'll tell you why I think that. Because when Sean, like, if you get Sean going, like if Sean is good, if Sean is fun, if Sean is performing, it is fucking on.
Oh yeah.
Like it's unbeatable, right?
Yeah, he even outshines you.
Like when
you
Sean
become
gets
second fiddle.
Yeah, when Sean gets like just happy and he's excited, he's like in a good spot. It's like championship or bust, dude.
Right.
Here
we go.
Right. So that's one. The other one that I think, and is that I think I'm Karl Anthony Towns.
No.
I do. Because if I'm in a good mood and it's going well, we're having a good time, it's like, wow, this guy. Where's this guy been? Who is this man? But boy, every few times I'm in one of those moods, it's like, get this guy out of town. Get him out of here. I don't want to see him again.
Hilarious. I don't agree, only because like he's way stupider than you are. Like the interviews after the game are just like, nah, he's so dumb. Like he says things sometimes I'm just like, are you thinking at all? Are you doing any thinking?
Yeah. And I'd like to find a Josh Hart. I think Josh Hart needs to be we need to start talking about Josh Hart in the like Charles Oakley, like all-time role player character on a Knicks team. Like this guy is fucking unbelievable.
So right? Mikey, he's unbelievable. So Mikey can't be Brunson? He can't do
That's the closest I can get.
Right, it's Mikey. That's what I would say.
That's the closest. Yeah, that's where I would tend to.
You know, like you don't. He's. It's very like unbecoming. He's like mildly unattractive.
Yeah. Is Josh Jordan Clarkson like just?
Yeah. No,
sorry. Posh Murphstein. Because I think there's a drug component to it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Jordan Clarkson. Shout out.
I think it's like whatever drugs. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a go. Let me give it a shot.
Yo, this is fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know who else. I mean, what about you?
OG? Who am I? I feel like I'm Alvarado. OG, who's OG? OG. See, so I
think maybe Sam Green is Alvarado because you really never know what he might do.
Right, like sneaky, like hiding. Like sneaking up on you type of thing.
I guess he doesn't really do that. We don't really, yeah.
No. I guess it's much easier to do football players than it is basketball players.
I think part of the reason it's easier to do football players is because like you don't really know them. Like you feel it's part of the reason it's hard to do the Knicks is like I think I know too much. I think I know too much.
I watch them talk all the time. Like, they're always like, I'm watching the interviews and I, watch them on the court. Like, I watch them very closely. So it feels like I know them. It feels like I know them personally.
I mean, they are.
But Mitch, who's Mitch?
Okay, wait, I want to talk about, so I was thinking about what the things that Leon Rose and them have done so well and keeping this guy with all kinds of problems going and engaged and happy enough is really something. Not trading him. Was that last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah.
when he was injured was absolutely the right decision. Yeah. And I love it. I want him to redo his free throw routine. I think it's terrible. I know he's not going to make them.
Okay. All right. This is, me and Sean had a conversation a long time ago.
Three dribbles. No one, dribble the basketball, bounce it on the floor.
Do something. We'll do something different. I think we can all agree, like, you got to do something different. But, like, this is like this conversation I had with Sean way back in the day. It's like, if Mikey wanted to be an NBA player and he decided from when he was young, like, he could do it. That was my thing. Right? It's like,
you don't think that anymore. Now that you've been around, like, God level 11-year-olds or whatever, you realize, okay.
I'm like, no, he's absolutely not. But I will tell you, I do believe that if a human being actually gave the sufficient amount of effort, they could make 65% of their free throws. Like, it's alarming to me
if he can't
get to a place.
If he made 70% of his free throws, he would be making double the amount of money next year that he will.
Yeah.
And that is a fact.
Why can't he do it? Why can't he do it?
I think some of it is mental, and these guys are, like, very weird physically, but I agree. You know who was a great, I shouldn't say great, but, like, I think shot in, like, the high 70s, and it really made him a different player, even though he couldn't shoot a jump shot for shit, was Tyson Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he could
hugely valuable when he came to making free throws.
Cool.
And you see, I think Jared Allen shoots free throws pretty well, if I'm not mistaken. Like, what's really the difference between him and Mitchell Robinson?
Mike Breen is always like, oh, he works so hard, and Mike Breen is so nice to him. I'm like, he can't be working that hard. There's no way.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
He's working that hard, shooting 35% from the free throw line.
I wonder, like, what does his practice look like? Like, what does he do? Like,
yes men sitting around and being like,
but I'm a fan.
Good,
I'm a fan. So so I guess that you're not him.
I'm not Mitch. I would say Ben is Mitch. No, Ben is.
Oh God,
he's very, very annoying.
Oh boy.
No.
Oh my gosh.
That's bad call.
That was an insult. I think just based on where the conversation went to and how we got there, I do think that was you insulted him.
Well, we're looking. That's what we're. To me, that's insulting Shmen is one of the underlying goals of this podcast. I would say.
That's fair.
The last thing I'll say about Mitch is I'll give Leon credit, but I think it's one of those times where he's just a good deal maker, and they wanted to deal him, and they thought it was better, but they didn't do the stupid thing and force it. Exactly. Right? He's just all right, fine, I will keep him.
But they do seem like a team, and like from a leadership perspective, from a front office perspective, where like they do understand that not making a move is an action. Like they're not overactive. They're not hyperactive, right? They don't make deals just to make deals. This team has its first round draft pick. Other things I'm thinking about, are we prepared for a world where Isaiah Hartenstein transitions from like demigod to like most hated man in New York City? Because that could happen.
Ooh. Yeah, I think Caruso will be the most hated one.
Yeah.
He might be. Well, we'll see.
I'm still not over what's his face on the white boy on the Pacers, man. Oh my God.
Oh,
that guy.
I'll never be over him.
McConnell? What's his name? Yeah.
McConnell. What a piece of garbage.
That guy drove me fucking
nuts. This whole thing, like, no disrespect to anyone who's ever been injured or trying to come back from injury, but did Tyrese Halliburton deserve all this that he's getting now, or is that just me as a Knicks fan?
I think I need to see more of it from him before, like, he's, I think I'm not a fan. It's basketball. There's style counts. Like, this is not baseball.
Right. It's not like efficiency over everything else.
Exactly. Parting thoughts from you? Like, what's
parting thoughts? I'm hoping that this weird feeling that we have now evolves even further and it gets even weirder.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think that's right. I am concerned that there's going to come a moment of extreme, like, emotional outpouring for me, like, for better or for worse.
Tears.
The two big moments for me that I can remember, I've talked about this many times, but when the Giants beat the 49ers in the NFC Championship game before Super Bowl 25, I remember having like a very serious emotional breakdown. And in 1997, Mariano Rivera gave up a home run to Sandy Alomar Jr., I believe it was, to lose like the game 5 to Cleveland. Yeah. The Yankees had won the World Series. They then win the next 3. And that I can remember laying on the floor of my bedroom like for an hour, just laying there. And I'm concerned that only one of those two things can happen at this point.
I will. We were tossing around the idea of if it gets real serious, turning up. So I might turn up.
Oh boy! Don't say that if you don't mean it.
No, I mean it. I 100% mean it. Where else would I be? Right. Where else can we be? We got to be together.
I feel uncomfortable thinking about this and talking about it out loud, but let's communicate telepathically about it. Okay.
Well, you'll know how I'm feeling. You'll know.
Yeah, that's right.
Just think about it.
All right. These are big time. These are this is it. This is
big moments.
We're heavily invested. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and another thing for the guys and for anyone, let me tell you something. I don't want to hear about emotional hedging, which is this term for when you bet against the team you like, so that there's money on the other side of it versus your feelings. That is bad karma. Do not do that. I don't want to hear about that. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the people, all the schmikey Farhams on the other end.
Shout out to my one of my dearest friends, Sean Purston, the Mikhail Bridges of the group.
Mikhail Bridges. And I love you.
I love you too. All right. Talk to you soon. Let's do this again. Go Knicks.
Yes.
See you, bud.